Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing the most straight to the point review of the new DJI Ronin-S gimbal that you're ever going to see. So let's get into it.
Yeah, we stunt, all we do is stunt, all we do is stunt. Yeah, we stunt, all we do is stunt, all we do is stunt. Yeah, we stunt.
Right, first things first, let's actually look inside the box and see what we get. So we've got this sick lock here that, as you can see here, locks the two bits together, so you're never gonna be able to worry about having all this fall out and smash on the floor. Obviously you've got the polystyrene box that all DJI stuff comes in. In the box is all the gimbal-y stuff that you would need, but you'll also find out about that if you go and look on the website or you buy one. We're just going to basically actually review the gimbal and do some sick shots with it to show you how well it performs. So it's super easy to set up. It comes in three parts. You've got the tripod here, which you can like lay down on the floor, so you can hold the gimbal on the floor whilst you like need to change stuff. You've got the battery bit here and the actual gimbal head itself, and it all slots together in less than 10 seconds, so you'll be ready and set to film in no time. So the actual gimbal itself is super easy to balance. It takes like 5 minutes, and even if you get it slightly wrong, the motors are so powerful that it will just correct it for you and you won't have any trouble with it looking like more wobbly than it should be. Most of the shots that you're going to see using this gimbal, we're going to be using the Sony A6500, which is a tiny mirrorless camera that weighs basically nothing. But the sick thing is, the camera we're shooting on right now is a Sony FS5, and that actually works on this as well, and that's quite a heavy rig. You don't really need to worry about the weight of your camera too much. This gimbal can manage that quite well. And we've got some mountain bikes over there, and we're going to be doing some sick actiony shots through the woods to show you that you can literally sprint, and this is so stable. It's the best thing ever. Once you've turned your gimbal on and it's all ready, you'll notice that mine isn't actually balanced perfectly, but when I turn it on just by holding this button here, you'll notice it will correct itself in just a second, like that, and it's perfect. It's balancing real nice. One thing that's super sick is that we can go into underslung mode literally just by turning it upside down like that. The gimbal also has this cool joystick on the grip, which allows you to do nice smooth tilts and pans, and within the app that you'll download once you've got yours, you can change the speed of them. So as you can see here, it's quite slow, and then if I change my mode, now it's a lot quicker. And you can also do some crazy effects that allows the gimbal to spin 360 degree all the way around, so you can do some sick push-in shots while spinning. They look really cool, and you've probably seen them in reviews already, so we won't get into all that stuff. Right, so you've heard enough about it. We're actually going to get into some real good shots. What we're going to do is I'm going to get on my bike and we're going to do one walking speed shot with and without the gimbal, so you can see the difference there, and then we're going to do another shot that's literally sprinting alongside the bike with and without the gimbal, so you can see the difference there too. And then towards the end, we're just going to get some other cool shots and make a little mini edit out of the cool stuff that we get. So let's do it. This is the walking speed test. I'm just pedaling nicely. Cameraman's got the gimbal. Walking speed, super nice and smooth. That was the walking shot with the gimbal. Now this is what it looks like without the gimbal. Okay, so now we've done that, we're going to do the running shot. So this shot that you're about to see now is with the gimbal. This shot that you're seeing now is without the gimbal, and as you can see, it's insanely shaky, and you can really see the difference between non-gimbal and gimbal with this shot here. Those two shots were the comparison of the two most common shots that you're probably going to be doing on a gimbal, which is running and walking next to stuff. So now we're going to be riding the bike down one of these trails and using the gimbal for every shot. We're not going to be putting any stabilization after once we're editing the video, and we're also not going to shoot any of it in slow motion, because as a lot of you know, slow motion just naturally makes stuff look smoother than it is. This is all going to be normal speed, no extra stabilization, just the gimbal. Sick edit down the trails. Let's see what it can do. that was my mini edit shot just on this gimbal with the Sony A6500. We used a 10 to 18mm lens and also the 18 to 105mm lens, and most of the shots turned out pretty smooth and epic, which is super sick. We did loads of different types of movement with the gimbal, like underslung, we did running, walking, loads of different stuff. And yeah, that's it really. That's the end of this review. Hope it was to the point enough for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe it convinced you to buy one. So yeah, see you in the next one.
I just wanna have some fun.